So here we have a quadratic graph, okay? Or we're going to be expected to draw a quadratic graph. Now it doesn't actually tell us that this is a quadratic graph. It just says draw the graph. But I know that it's a quadratic graph because of this x squared term here. So let's read the question then. The table below shows some of the values of y equals 2x cubed minus 5x minus 1 for values of x from minus 2 to 4. So what that means is, here are these values of x, and when we substitute the value minus 2 into this equation, the value of y would be 17. When we put 0 in, the value would be minus 1. And that's kind of obvious because 0 squared is 0, 2 times 0, 0, take away 0, take away 1 will be minus 1. Anyway, so we put all these different values in, and this is what the y value would be. So now it's asking us complete the table by finding the value of y for x is minus 1 and x is 2. So we're going to substitute minus 1 into here and get a value. And then we're going to substitute 2 into there and get a value. And that's worth 2 marks. It's a lot of work, okay? Let's start with the positive one first then, because the positive one is nice and easy, okay? So y equals 2x squared. So we know the value of x is 2, so that's going to be 2 times 2 squared. Take away 5 lots of 2, because remember 5x means 5 lots of x, and x is 2. Take away 1. So I'm going to work out what each little bit is individually first. So we know that we do the squared part first. Well, 2 squared is 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. So I've got 8. Well, 5 times 2 is 10. So 8 take away 10 and the take away 1 on the end. 8 take away 10 is minus 2. Take away 1 gives us minus 3. So our value of y is minus 3 when x is 2. Okay, so that was the easiest one, right? So now we're going to put in the minus 1. Now you need to remember something here, okay? And that's when you square a negative number, minus 1 squared, when you put that into the calculator, it'll give you a value of minus 1 if you just put it in like this. And that's because the calculator will only square the number and not the sign as well. So if this was on a calculator, you'd have to put in minus 1 squared like that. But we know that squared just means times itself. And minus 1 times minus 1, well, a minus would give us a positive, and 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so we need to bear that fact in mind, all right? Now let's substitute it in then. So we've got 2 lots of minus 1 squared. We're taking away 5 lots of minus 1. And then we're taking away 1. So again, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to work out each bit individually. So we know now, because I've just been through it, that minus 1 squared is 1. So that's going to be 2 lots of 1, which is 2. Take away 5 lots of minus 1. So what's 5 lots of minus 1? Well, that's minus 5. Remember, I still keep that take away there. That's that one. And this has come from the minus 5. And I'm taking away 1. Okay. Sorry, ignore my phone. 2, take away minus 5. Now, these two signs here will become a plus. So that becomes 2 plus 5, which is 7. Take away 1 gives me 6. So the value of y when x is minus 1 is 6. Okay, now we have to draw, it says on the graph paper below, draw the graph of y equals 2 squared minus 5x minus 1, which is exactly what we add up there, for values from minus 2 to 4. Now, because this is a quadratic graph, I'm expecting some sort of bucket shape or smiley face shape, okay? I'm expecting something like this. Now, we can use this plotting of the graph to help us work out whether these values are any good. Because sometimes you'll get things like this sort of thing and then you know it's wrong because it shouldn't look like that. It should look something like this. So let's have a go. So my first point is -2 across, which is here, and 17 up. Okay, so I need to look at what my scale is, right? What am I going up in? So from 15 up to 20, we have 10 little boxes. So we've gone up 5 in 10 little boxes, meaning that each little box must be 0.5. I'm going to check. 15.5, 16, 16.5, 17, 17 and a half. Looks good to me. 18, 18.5, 19, 19.5, 20. Perfect. So it's going up in 0.5s. Right? We need to remember that. So I've made a little note there. Okay, so at -2, it's got 17. So 15, every 2 is 1. So that's 16, 17. So there's my first point. Then at -1, it is 6. So 5, 5.5, 6. And I'm getting all these numbers from here. So at 0, at x is 0, it's -1. So when x is 0, we have -1 there. When x is 1, oh gosh, we're at -4. So when x is 1, we're at -4. When x is 2, we're at -3. So when x is 2, we're at -3, which is here. And then, oh, on 2 to go. When x is 3, y is 2. So that's 1, 1.5, 2. Oh, we can't see it. Sorry. 2. And then last one is when x is 4, y is 11. Right. So does that look like a nice sort of curved bucket smiley face? Does to me. Now what you do is you try and join this up with one nice smooth curve. You guys are probably a lot better at this than I am. I need to turn my paper around personally. It's just something I've always done. There we go. Let's put it out the way. Not bad at all. So this looks pretty similar to what I thought it was going to look like. And that tells me that these values are likely to be right.